Spain. Yeah.
Novak, since we don't have a lot of questions, I'll just ask you, obviously, going back to Australia, you mentioned it in a couple interviews. How interesting is it for you, this whole path? How difficult has it been? And to be where you are now, would you have expected to be able to make that transition?
Well, to some extent, it's a relief because, after everything that happened at the beginning of the year, it was important for me to win a big title, and especially with the Grand Slams coming up, where I obviously want to play my best and be at the level of confidence, I think, more than just the game, where I want to be in order to have a chance to win the title. Rome historically has always been a place where when I felt down a little bit or maybe didn't have as good of results, I always kind of found my groove here because of the support, because of an amazing energy that the crowd gives and on and off the court. So yeah, I couldn't ask for a better week, really. Played a perfect set today, didn't drop a set the whole tournament. I trusted the process really when I started training on clay. I knew that even though I did not have tournaments prior to Monte Carlo, I still felt rusty on the court, and just I knew that I'm a kind of player that particularly on clay needs more time, at least 3-4 weeks to really get to desired level, and historically that's always been the case. And I usually peak here in Rome, so I've had 6 titles, but also had a lot of finals and semifinals, so always a really good week of tennis with a lot of matches and competitiveness on the court. So anything that I was really looking for here in Rome, I got. It's a perfect kind of preparation and lead up to Roland Garros.
Novak, you've had such a great week here. I'm just wondering if you could analyze how much you've raised your level from that loss to Carlos last week to now. Is there a way to quantify it? I mean, how would you explain it?
Well, I thought I had really good performances in Madrid as well. I mean, that was a close match. He deserved to win, but it was really 1 point that decided the winner. So I was satisfied with the level that I was playing at, and I knew that coming here into Rome that I just needed to follow the trajectory and the process, and it will eventually come, the title. And, I was hoping, and I liked my chances here really with the way I was feeling on the court in the practice sessions. I was really striking the ball cleanly. So yeah, I mean, I could not ask for a better lead up to Roland Garros, really. I mean, Serbia Open finals, really working my way through the tournament physically. Then Madrid, better performances, but still maybe not as sharp in those decisive moments. And here everything kind of came together and clicked. So I'm going to Paris with definitely confidence and good feelings about my chances there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how you rate your chances in Roland Garros actually, but you seem to have just answered that question. So.
Well, I mean, I think with the rankings and the way I've been playing in the last few weeks, I would rate myself as one of the favorites. But I don't obviously spend too much time thinking who's gonna win it or who might have the best chance. I always think about myself, and I go there with the highest ambitions, and particularly because of the way I played here. So I really like my chances. Obviously the draw and everything, it's not something that you can affect, but it's going to also determine a little bit of my trajectory to the later stages of the event. But best of 5, you play every second day, it's a Grand Slam. It's different, really. The Grand Slams are played different, and you have to approach it differently. And but the way I've been feeling on the court and off the court in the last few weeks, I really think I can go far.
I know my question was a little similar. After the Serbia final, you said that you hadn't been feeling great physically. You had an illness, I guess, before that tournament. Just what was your physical state and improvement, and do you feel like playing your first best of 5 of the year coming up in Paris that you're feeling ready for that challenge?
Well, I think physically I really felt really good from Madrid onwards. So already there, I felt like, the physical issues that I was facing in Monte Carlo in Serbia are behind me. I put in a lot of fitness hours between Serbia and Madrid. I had a week of training, and I knew that it wasn't something related to my fitness. It was more related to the health issue I had and the illness I had just before Monte Carlo tournament. So, and it turned out to be correct. So I didn't have any fitness issues. It was just those traces of the illness that I had. So right now, I feel perfect.
Yes, Novak, did you think it could take more longer after what happens in Melbourne, and do you think it will make you stronger?
Well, I always try to use this kind of situations and adversity in my favor to fuel me for the next challenge, and I mentally think about what's coming next and turning the next page and obviously moving on. I have to think positively about this, in a way that I'll use that as a great experience, I guess, in life, and hopefully becoming stronger from that. It's something that I never faced before, so that amount of pressure and everything that I was feeling in the first few months of the year, as much I've felt pressure in my life, in my career, that was something really on a whole different level. So, but I feel it's already behind me. I feel great on the court, mentally as well. I'm fresh, I'm sharp. So yeah, it's just something that happened in the past.
Yeah, Novak, I don't know if it's true, but it's been said that the only thing that's more mentally challenging than being a tennis player is being a tennis parent. So what are your thoughts, what your philosophy as you embark on this journey?
Well, the journey started successful. I mean, my son won the tournament today, so I just received that news, and there's a double, sunshine double today. It's a very small club tournament. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the result is secondary. It was nice to see him playing, and obviously, we had a chat the last few days about the routines and the things he should do before the match, and I was kind of leading him into this world, and it was interesting to see how he responds to that, because obviously you have to speak in their language, about things that I feel like it could help him, because the first official tournament or a match always stays in your memory very fondly. So I really wanted him to enjoy it on the court, and shortly that we spoken, he was on the cloud nine with all the family, my parents, my wife's parents, everybody supporting him there. So it was nice. I'm not forcing him to play tennis. I've never did that, not a single day. That have I told him you have to do this. So it's really purely his own desire to step on the court. So if he wants to embark on this journey, I guess I have to embark with him too, and of course I'll be thrilled if he plays tennis. And look, he's only 7, so I mean he's still a child. He's so young. I mean he shouldn't feel any of the pressure or expectations yet, even though that he's going to, because it's part of I guess his family, and he's gonna attract a lot of attention if he's playing tennis, and particularly in our country. But he's doing well so far. He's really in love with this sport. Back at home, last night when I spoke to him, he was up till late, and he was showing me forehands and backhands and how he's going to move tomorrow, kind of shadowing, playing shadow tennis, without racket. And it was so funny to see that, because I used to do that when I was a kid, and I could see the joy in him, that pure emotion and love for the game. I mean, that's 99.9% of children when they start to play tennis or any sport is because they fall in love with it. So that's sometimes, I try to remind myself, because I have a privilege to be a father of wonderful kids. So I try to take that energy, childish energy, and fuel my inner child, because I tend to forget about my inner child a lot, because everything is so serious, and it's your profession, it's your job. You got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be disciplined, and sometimes we take life too serious. So they remind me of that connection, that pure energy.